Hey there guys, welcome back to another video on my channel, and in this video we are going to learn about the if else statements in Java. And these statements basically help you check a condition. If that condition is true, do something; if not, do something else, and then continue the execution. So what I have done over here is I have taken an input in x as an integer. I'm checking if x is greater than 5. It will print me x is greater than 5, and then the execution will continue from here. And if x is not greater than 5, it will not execute this block. It will simply print me lala, because the execution will continue from here and it will skip this block. So I'll just run this and show this. And I'm gonna enter 10 first, and it says x is greater than 5, then lala. And if I enter a value smaller than 5, it's just going to say lala, because this condition is now false. So this will not run, and the execution will simply continue from here. So there is else if now, one more thing, which is which you can only type after an if condition. So the else ifs are used if this condition is not true, and say you want to check another condition, you use the else if. And over here I'm going to check if x is greater than 1, and I'm going to print something that x is not greater than 5 but greater than 1. Okay, so I'm just gonna run this. I'm gonna first enter 10. So this condition was true, this got executed. Now this will not be checked, and the execution will continue from here. So it didn't check this, it simply continued the execution from here. So it only printed me x is greater than 5 and lala. But if I enter a number smaller than 5 but greater than 1, so now this condition was false, x is not greater than 5 because 2 is not greater than 5, this will not run. So now it will check this condition. 2 is greater than 1, yes, 2 is greater than 1. So it printed me x is not greater than 5 but greater than 1 and lala. If I enter a number for which both the conditions are false, like -1 or 0, it's just gonna print me lala, because 0 is not greater than 5, so this condition will not run. Now it will check, Java will check this. 0 is not greater than 1, so this condition will also false, so this will also not run. So it directly printed me lala. I can have multiple else ifs, and to check equal to, I will use x equal to 0. And then I'm going to print to user that x is equal to 0. X is 0. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly enter 0 to make sure to tell you that the multiple else's works. 0, x is 0. So because 0 is not greater than 5, so this condition was false, this will not run. 0 is not greater than 1, this condition is also false, this will not run. X is equal to 0. Yes, x is equal to 0, so this condition was true, this will run. Now there is an unconditional else which will run in case all of the above conditions are false. Okay, so I'm gonna just print that. Okay, I'm an idiot. Instead of clicking the down arrow, I click the left arrow. Print line all conditions. Okay, I need to enter it as a sentence. All conditions above are false, so I run. So I'm just gonna quickly enter -1 so that all of these above conditions are false, and say all of the above conditions are false, so I run, and the execution then continued from lala. You can have a simple if else statement. If this is true, it will run, otherwise this will run. Okay, and you can, and as we saw, you can have if and else if statements. No need to have an else. You can also only have an if statements. You can have if statements inside if statements. So I'm gonna show you that by checking a string t equals to the. Okay, so I'm gonna check inside this. I'm gonna check if t, now I cannot do dot equal to, I will do if t dot equals, and inside this the. Okay, and I'm gonna print dot out dot println string is the. Okay, save it. I'm gonna quickly compile it, and I'm gonna enter a value greater than 5 so you can see how this works. 8. So it first checked this condition, 8 is greater than 5, yes, true. Printed me x is greater than 5, like over here. Then checked if t is equal to the. THE all in small case, THE all in small case. So they are exactly equal, so it printed me string is the. Okay, and then the execution continued from here, as you can see. If I input the first condition as false, 2, nothing will be executed, it will simply print me lala, because 2 is not greater than 5, nothing inside this will be executed, it will simply continue from here. Okay, now here's the thing, if I keep this capital T over here, the T now is in capital and the T now is in small. I'm just gonna print else Control C, Control V, string is not the, and not the with a capital T. Sorry, not the, so the small t. I'm checking if it's capital T. Okay, sorry. So what's going to happen is it's going to check first T and the first T. So this T differs. This is capital T and this is small t. So this will not be equal to, so it will print me string is not though. Let me just show you. 8. String is not the, because those differ in capital T. So if you want to ignore the capital case, there is equals ignore case function. Now it will say the string is the, because now it does not check if it's capital and if it's also capitals. It simply checks if it's T. If it's T, yes, these both are T, so it's the same thing. So ignore case basically ignores the caps letters. To check if string is not equal to, you simply put an exclamation mark in the start of the condition. So now it will check if string is not equal to the. So the string T is equal to the, right? So over here it says that the string will be equal to the, but we are checking not equal to the, so this condition will be false and the string is not the is printed. So basically it should be over here string is the now and string is not the. So I'm just gonna run it again. 9. So because the string is the not equal to the condition returns false, because the string is actually the string is equal to the and not equal to the. So this runs, and if I change this to these, so the now string is not the, so string is not equal to the now, so this will be printed. So I'm just gonna show that. I'm gonna enter 7, and now it says the string is not the, because string is T is now not equal to the, because T is actually these and this is the. So these and the are not the same thing, so it printed me the string is not equal, not the. So this is how you check if else statements. You can have multiple if else's inside ifs and else ifs and else's. Like I can have an else over here, I can have an else, you can have an if statement inside an else if. This is how the else if statements go. And to check if x is equal to, you can have equal to equal to. To check if x is not equal to a number, you have not equal to. To check if x is greater than, equal to, you have this. Less than, equal to, you have this. Simply greater than, you have this. Strictly less than, you have this. Okay, so try all these operators out and practice if else statements, because they are important. Thanks for watching this video. Goodbye.